We are again to talk about the things that keep you going, the things that get in your way. It's all about mindset and visibility, right? It's all about that. And today, we're going to be talking about 5 beliefs that you may have that keep you from really going after your goals. Because, hey, we all have dreams, right? We all have goals that we really want to see happen. And some of us go for it. Like we just go all out. We do everything we can to make those dreams come true. And other ones, there's other dreams we might have that we don't even set goals for. Hey Fran, how you doing? It's good to have you here as always. I'm happy to see you. Sometimes we have goals that or dreams, I should say, that we don't even set goals for, right? Because there's a difference between having a dream and doing the things it takes to make that dream a reality, right? There's setting goals, there's working toward it, because you can have and do anything that you want to, that you set your mind to, if you're willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. And that's the part people don't always get. You can't just dream about it and think it's going to happen. You have to actually do the things it takes to make it happen. And so we work at it. But there are dreams we have, things we want to see in our lives that we really don't work at, that we don't even try to make happen because we have these beliefs that get in the way. And so, what are some of the things that get in our way that keep us from going after the dreams, going after the things we want to have in our lives? I believe that it's internal beliefs that we have that keep us from truly going out of our way, from making our dreams happen. We have these 5 beliefs. Well, we have all kinds of beliefs, but there's 5 that really get in our way that I want to talk about today because there's 5 things that are really common that get in the way. And one of them is that you don't have enough time. Yes, we get in our own way. Exactly. Exactly. Um, and one of the things that we say is, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. We can do that and we say, oh, we're so busy. We're so busy. We don't see how we can get this done. And it's easy to show how busy you are, right? Because, maybe you're working 2 or 3 jobs, you're doing all of this stuff. But the truth is, that might not really be true. If you take your time, exactly, Fran, you say that, you may have said that more than once. Sometimes when you take the time to look at your actual time, right? When you look at, because we all have that same 24 hours in a day. So maybe if you start looking at it for a couple of weeks, look at your time and how you spend it, preparing for meals and you're sleeping and you're getting ready for work and cleaning your house, and just look at how you're spending your time. And you're going to find that you have more time than you realize because there's moments that you could be spending on your dream, making it happen. Hey, Lori, it's good to see you here. Lorraine, I'm very happy to have you here. I haven't seen you in a while. Find a way to spend 10, 15 minutes a day on something you want to do. You're going to find yourself making progress and making that happen, even though you thought you didn't have time. That makes a difference. Hi, Diane. How you doing? It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Yay. So yeah, we're just talking about that. So don't think you don't have enough time, because when you really start dissecting how you use your time, you can find small pockets of time to make your dream happen. Okay. Another dream we say is, I don't have the talent to do whatever it is, right? I'm not smart enough to do it. I'm not glamorous enough to do it. Whatever it is, right? Maybe you want to write a book, or you want to paint a picture, or You want to run a business or run a coaching program, and you're thinking you don't have the talent. But here's the deal: everybody isn't born with the talent that they have. Everybody doesn't have a natural ability to do the things they do. Sometimes the way you get your talent is to be willing to work for developing that talent. Because even people who are natural painters or natural writers learn how to do it better. They spend the time working on it to make it good. And whatever it is you want to do, if you're willing to learn and practice, you're going to be better at it and you're going to be able to do it. People say all these kinds of things. And I remember the Dallas Cowboys having a kicking coach, right, who had never kicked a ball in his life because he couldn't stand up. He didn't have the legs to do it with. His legs couldn't kick. But he had studied the structure and the meanings and how it worked enough to be able to do the work, to coach people and make them be able to kick the ball. And if you are familiar with football at all, you know the Dallas football team had some great kickers. They had a great team, and their kicking coach couldn't kick a ball because he didn't have the legs to. But he still was an excellent coach because he spent the time and the practice learning the mechanics and how to explain it to be able to make the football kickers better at kicking. That's amazing, right? You can do whatever it is you want to do. Third one we do is I'll do it after such and such, after I get through this, after my kids grow up, once I get into a new place, once I do this, once I get this project done, right? Then I'll start training for that marathon. I'll start doing this. After I lose 20 pounds, I'll take up salsa dancing class. But here's the thing: why are you waiting, right? Maybe that marathon training will help you work through the stress of the project you're doing at work, right? Maybe that salsa dancing lessons is going to allow you to realize that no matter your weight, your body is worthy of fun and sexy movement, right? If you have a goal, go for it now, whatever it is. It doesn't matter why, what you're going on. If you want to do it, I'm listening. This is the excuses everybody get, friend. You're not all alone. This is so many people give these excuses, and that's why I wanted to say here are five big excuses people give all the time, right? So that's all. The another one people say is I'm not good enough. And what I have to say to that is, what rule are you using to measure you're good enough? You're always good enough to go after your own dreams and goals. Always. So that's some internal dialogue you telling yourself, some negative self talk that you can work on to change it. You need to work on liking and loving yourself so that you know you're good enough, right? That's first. So, and if it's from external sources, like if it's someone else telling you you're not good enough, then you need to consider those sources and why they might be saying that to you, and how, whether you really should believe in them or not, because sometimes people have their own agenda of why they're holding you back. And the people that are really great are also usually really great and encouraging you to move forward, right? So yeah, great question. I like that. Yes, great question. So a lot of times it's negative self-talk and dialogue from people that just don't want to see you moving forward. And the last one I want to bring up is sometimes we think someone else has it easier and that's why they could do it and you can't, right? Because the grass is always greener where you water it, right? So you might be thinking they have it easier, but if you walk a mile in their shoes, you might find out that you really don't know what they had to go through. You just see the results of the work they did. And so You think they had it easier and that you can't do it too, but you always can. You know, I know that for a long time, people were looking at Amazon and they were going, well, of course he built a multi-billion-dollar business. His parents gave him $250,000 to start it with. They loaned him $250,000. Yeah, he had a nice little egg up. And so he was able to build a multi-billion-dollar company. But lots of people gets legs up and can't build a company, right? So maybe you can't build Amazon right now because you don't have the money, but you can build a company. And you don't know what he had to do to get that money in the first place. And it was a loan, so he had to pay it back. They had to trust that he would be able to pay it back. And he had to have a business plan. He had to have a way to make it work. So even with the money, he could have squandered it. He could have took that money and wasted it and had nothing to show for it. But he didn't. He started his company at a desk in his parents' garage with a sign on the wall that said Amazon and a computer. And he built it from the ground up. And that meant he had a plan, he had perseverance, and he figured out how to make it happen. That money gave him a boost to be able to hire people and move faster and get the inventory and stuff he needed to get started. But it didn't build his business for him at all. He would have built Amazon without that money, just slower. Everything comes from you being willing to do the work. And being willing to do the work, 9 times out of 10, is about mindset. It's about believing that you can do the work. That's an insight game, right? That's a mindset game that building visibility's 10 principles of visibility will help you with. And that's why I'm having this course, the 10 Principles of Visibility, and I invite you to come and be a part of it because it's going to change how you see yourself and the conversations you have with yourself so that you can build what you want and work to make your dreams come true. That's all it takes. You can do anything you want if you're willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. That's my talk for today, guys. I hope you got something out of it. And I'm really happy you were all here. I love you guys so much. And if you're watching this on the replay, I love you too. And I'm happy that you're here. And I will talk to you next time. All right. Bye, everybody.